Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a strawberry gorgonzola salad. We're going to use sliced apples, sliced strawberries, candied walnuts, a strawberry lemon vinaigrette, and gorgonzola with some nice mixed greens. Nice fresh summer salad that'll go with anything and you'll love it. So first we're going to make the candied walnuts. So you're going to take a half cup of distilled water or bottled water, 1 cup of sugar, put that in a saucepan, use a rubber spatula, throw it on the stove, medium heat, let it come to a simmer, mixing with the rubber spatula till all the sugar is dissolved and off the sides of the pan. And then you're going to reduce it down a little bit, let it simmer, reduce it down until it becomes like a syrup. Comes down to syrup, you'll see it thicken up just a little bit. Now when you're messing with sugar, you have to be there to watch it, and do not stick your finger in sugar because it'll stick to your finger and burn you. That's why you use a rubber spatula. With this simple syrup, it's pretty easy. Just watch the bubbles on it and you'll see it start to thicken up just a little bit. And then when that's done, okay, of course, Squeaky Squeakerson's gonna be squeaking in the background. Anyway, when that's done, then we're gonna toss the nuts in it and throw it on a sheet pan and throw it in the oven. As you can see, I just took the sugar off. You can see it's kind of syrupy. That's perfect. I have 1 pound of walnuts here. Now we're going to take this mixture, drizzle it all in the walnuts, use our rubber spatula, get it out. Be careful not to get it on you because sugar will burn you pretty bad. Then we're going to stir this around, make sure all the walnuts are coated. I'm not sticking my hands in this one. You can see it's getting thick, okay? Now I take the nuts, spread them out onto a silk pad. Now you want to spread them out as good as you can, because what you're going to do when you throw it in the oven, you're going to dry them out a little bit. Takes a little bit of time if you don't get it spread out, so there's space in between. The nuts will take forever to dry. Okay, and just as I added, we're going to sprinkle some more sugar on them. Yeah, it's a lot of sugar on there, but you will love these nuts. And I'm not putting any seasoning on them like cinnamon or any of that kind of stuff, because I want to be able to put them in different salads and things that I'm using with. And if you put seasoning in certain salads, it's not going to go along with each other. Like a lemon vinaigrette, you're not going to want cinnamon in that. So, but if you're making them for a specific purpose, then you can go with whatever flavor you want to put in it. But this, I'm just doing a plain simple candied walnuts. Remember, when you're working with sugar, once you toss the nuts and put it on the sheet pan, you want to run those, whatever you used, under hot water right away so the sugar will come right off of it. Otherwise, if you let it sit, you're gonna have a hard time getting that sugar off of your pots or your mixing bowl. So keep that in mind. The nuts are perfect. It's 350 degrees for about 12 minutes. Now we're gonna let this cool down. Then we'll break it up out of there and we'll put it in a container. And they're perfect candied walnuts. So now we're gonna move on to my dressing. So in my pitcher, I put 14 strawberries, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and we're gonna put a tablespoon of honey, and do 1 whole lemon. Now we're gonna blend this up. I'm using my emulsion blender. Now we're going to slowly add in our canola oil. Added a half more of lemon. 2 tablespoons of water put in there, a teaspoon of sugar, just because my honey is not that sweet and you want it more on the sweet side for this. So totally we have in there 14 sliced strawberries, 1.5 squeezed lemons, 2 tablespoons of water, 1 teaspoon of sugar, tablespoon of honey, and a tablespoon of Grey Poupon mustard. And then we're going to season it with salt and pepper until you get it to right where you want it. Alright, so this beautiful dressing, we're going to put it in my dressing jar. Look at that beautiful color. There you go. Now this will last in the refrigerator for 7 days. After that 7 days, then you got to get rid of it. But beautiful dressing. I just wish my strawberries had a little bit more flavor. Perfect dressing. The reason why I did the dressing in my pitcher with my emulsion blender is because my blender's on the fritz. Of course, that always happens when you're filming, right? We're going to cut some nice strawberries up. There we go. Now start cracking up the nuts. Now you just want the nuts. You don't want all the sugars. A lot of the sugar will stay on the bottom. That's why I use a sill pad, because you can bend it up. Perfect. I just take my little basket, sift it so all the sugar comes out that's in there. So just have the nuts. There you go. Perfect candied nuts. They're so good. Now we're gonna slice red apple. You wanna make sure you take all the brown out of it. If you see any brown, there's no apples. I'll make that perfect. And then you just wanna thin slice them, and then go back through if you see any bruises. I'm cutting enough for 2 salads. Candied walnuts, you're only going to use a few of them. Another idea, which is good to save your mixed greens, is when I get my mixed greens from the store, I like to put them in a Ziploc bag with a piece of paper towel. And to take all the air that you can out of them, don't smash it, but if you get all the air out, which you can, this will last for a lot longer than just in the store package. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to throw strawberries around the outside. Little gorgonzola around that. Some candied walnuts. And then we just take some of those apples. And then I have a few pieces of cilantro to throw in there. Just random. Gives it a little bit of flavor too. A couple of pieces of strawberry to top it off. There you have it, your beautiful strawberry gorgonzola salad with your strawberry lemon vinaigrette. Candied walnuts. Can't go wrong there. You'll love this salad. I hope you try this. Beautiful salad. Everybody loves this salad when I make it. You can change it up. Instead of using gorgonzola, you can use feta cheese in it if you want, if gorgonzola is too strong for you. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Aloha.